Okay na? Right down. Where you stop? Complete up to here. Now this one. M1 method definition is static nature. Because we need to modify number of parameters. Okay. We need to increase or decrease parameters every time when we need to change number of arguments. Number of arguments. Completed? Huh? So this line is compiled error, right? Comment it. Completed? Okay. So solution is what? Down you write. Solution to create variables dynamically and store multiple values as one group with single variable name and with single parameter name. We must use which data type? Array data type. Completed. Oh, Dasika Gomati. Really, recording stopped? Oh my God. Inka? So you are only concentrating on recording, not recording, right? You are not concentrating on the subject. Did I told you I'll give recordings? Oh, who told? Admin. Go and kill him. Find his number or find his place. Come to Hyderabad. Catch him and murder him. Okay. Guys, shall we go to next topic? Catch him and ask him again if he say. You people are showing your talent. No one will say like that. Okay. What the fees you paid? Reply fast. Always you people are, creating lot of trouble to admin. Why admin will say? How much you paid, Amma, Dasika? First you answer that. 2,500 including recordings you will get. Bangar Konda. Did you attend demo class? Srikanth sir told you that with recordings you will get. Show that message to me. Send that message or, recording what you talk. Then I'll talk to Srikanth sir. You people are doing mistake and throwing stones on. Send me on WhatsApp number, Amma. You don't have my number? This is my number. Clear? Come to the subject. Now, all you guys concentrate. So what the topic we are now understanding? Working with array. Right? Working with array. Okay, let me hide this chart here. Better, na? These guys are, unnecessary disturbing class. Okay, working with array. So now, let's understand now. Class test 0. What is the number? 4 underscore. Tell me. Array. What you want to, array means what? Primitive type or reference type? Okay. With the reference data type, what I can create? What I can create? Object. What is the meaning of object? Multiple values. Multiple values. No, answer to my question. An object is a multiple values. What is an object? Object is a multiple values or multiple variables. Think. What is an array or what is an object? An object is a multiple. No, not values. Multiple variables. So tell me, this is a classroom. Classroom is a multiple students or multiple chairs. First chairs. If no chair, how student can come and sit here? Tomorrow I'll remove all the chairs, then sit down on the floor. Okay? No, right. What is the meaning of classroom? Classroom is a collection of chairs for allowing the students come and sit. Are you following my point? So tell me, what is an array? An array is a collection of variables of which type? Same type. For storing multiple values of similar type. For storing multiple values of similar type. First, let's understand what is an array. Okay, don't write. Please try to answer, then later you can write. First, what is an array? Definition. An array is a collection of, don't write, speak. Collection of multiple, wonderful. Multiple variables of same type. What the use of array? Used for storing multiple values of same type or similar type? Similar type. Okay, na? An array is a collection of multiple variables of same type. It is used for storing multiple values of similar type. What the meaning of similar type? Kirti, tell me what the meaning of similar type. Kirti. First answer. I created a variable int a. Okay. Tell me, in this a variable, can I store int type value? Yes, 10. Compiler? Yes. Let me save this program. Test 03 underscore 04. Can I say it's a referenced data type? Reference data type creates what? A referenced variable. Okay, na? Referenced variable and array object. Okay, let me take like this. Compile successfully. Let me save this program. Today class is confusion class and very interesting class. If you don't participate, confusion. If you participate, very interesting class. You will enjoy. Control 1, compile. Okay. Now look at there. Compile successfully. 10 is a what type value? Int. Int value can I store in int variable? Yes. Now, in place of 10, I am writing 10.5. Is it allowed or not allowed? Why not allowed? Double cannot be stored in int. If you store in int variable, then what happened? Compiler throw error because some value is going to lose. Okay. Control 1, compile. Compiler throwing error. Incompatible types. Possible lossy conversion from double to int. Okay. Control 1, compile. Okay. Now, in place of double 10.5, I am writing single quote A. Allowed or not allowed? Tell me data types chart, hierarchy chart. Primitive data types, reference data types, primitive data types, numeric, non-numeric, numeric, integral, floating point, under integral, Y character is integer type, comes under number type. Now as key value. That means what? Single quote A can be represented as 97. Now tell me. Can I store single quote A in A variable? Yes or no? Yes. Background what is stored? 97 is stored. Are you catching my point? So tell me. If I take int as a data type, what are its similar kind of values? Byte type value, short type value, char type value or similar type. Is long similar type? Long is lesser type or highest range type? Highest range. Long, float, double or higher range type values. Okay. And Boolean is incompatible type value. Long, float, double are compatible, means they can be stored, but some value will lose because higher range values. Okay, right. So now these are called similar type or not similar type? Not similar. For int data type, these are similar. If I take long type variable, what are similar? Byte, short, char, long, int. All these are similar. Float and double and boolean are not similar. So all people understand? Right. So now tell me, what is an array? An array is a collection of multiple variables of same type. It is used for storing. So do you all understand meaning of similar type? Now, if I create int type, int or its lesser range. Long or its lesser range. Write down this definition first. What is an array? Why an array? Completed? So tell me now next point. How can we create an array? Array is created by using any special syntax? No. There is no special syntax to create array. Okay? Do you have any different type of data types to create array? No. Tell me. I want to store integer type values. To store integer type values, I have to choose what data type? Int. If I write int, this is a variable meant for storing what? One value. Okay, na? Now I want to tell to compiler, I don't want to store just one value. I want to store multiple values. What type of multiple values? Int type. My int type multiple values I want to store. For that I should write what here? Square bracket. What I should write? Square bracket. If I remove square bracket, it is what type? Primitive type int. I want to use the data type terminology also. If I remove square bracket, what type it is? Primitive type int. Okay, primitive type int. If I write here square bracket, it is a primitive type or reference type? Reference type? Reference type? Array, aye water, wow. This entire pronounce reference type? Int? Not int. Int? Array. How to pronounce it as? Int? Square bracket is called what? Int array. Repeat once again. If I don't write square bracket, what it is? Primitive type int. So that how many values I can store? One value. If I write square bracket, what is it? Int array type. Reference type int array type. Then how many values I can store here? Wonderful. Excellent. Multiple values. Super. Marvelous. Okay. Up to now, all you people understand the difference between primitive variable and reference variable. Okay. Next. Now here I am writing something. Carefully observe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell me, is this program compiled? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 values I have written. Is it compiled? Tell me, is it considered as a multiple values or considered as a one value? Consider as a one value, 34,567. So tell me, this 34,567 is what type of value? Int type of value. Now int type value you are trying to store in which type of variable? Full form, full name. It is not array, it is int array. It is meant, we are trying to store in a int array variable. Int array variable meant for storing value directly or meant for storing object? Object. It is not meant for storing value. It is meant for storing object. Sir, what is object? I don't understand. I didn't explain it. How can you understand? After explanation, you'll understand. But I'm preparing a path to take you there. Okay, come along with me. Now repeat once again. If you create a variable of referenced data type, either array type or class type, what you are allowed to store? Value or object? Object. Reference data type is meant for what? Storing object. Object is meant for storing what? Values. Okay, now tell me, I want to tell to compiler, this is not one value, multiple values. First, I want to show compile time error. So this is considered as a one value of type int. We are trying to store that one value of type int in the variable called what? Reference variable int array. Both are incompatible. Then compiler will throw error. Incompatible types int cannot be converted to int array. Properties. Let me increase the font. Look at there, we are getting compile time error. Int cannot be converted to int array. This is int value. So I want to tell to compiler, array compiler, my intention is not storing int babu. Okay, then tell me what is your intention. I want to store all these 5 digits as a 5 different values. Then can I write with space? No. If I write space, then compiler feels that these are different. Then it is allowed to take only one value. It will throw another error. Semicolon expected after space. So then I should say, array, you please consider all these values as a one group of values. Then what you should write? Comma. Hello, all people understand? Right. Then if I write with the comma separator, is program compiled or not compiled? Yeah, it is considered as a multiple values, but should tell it is a group, na? How can I prepare a group? Tell me, I want to say variable method block constructor as a group. Then we have used class open bracket, closed bracket. I want to say first statement, second statement, third statement, fourth statement as a one group. Then what I should write? Open bracket and closed bracket. Guys, all people understand? Then now my question, carefully observe now. If you want to say these 5 values as a one group, you have to use what? Open bracket and closed bracket. If you don't write open bracket and closed bracket, compiler will throw another error, identifier expected. So to solve this error, what I should write? Open bracket and closed bracket. Program compiled successfully. Samajh mein aaya? So tell me what I did in this selected part. Did I create object or did I create variable? Then what is this? Values of what is an object? Object is a collection of multiple variables and values. Tell me here, where are multiple variables? Hello? Understood? You all said that objects are, it is object. What is object? Object is a collection of multiple variables. Look at the big good definition. An array is a collection of multiple variables. याद होगा? कहाँ है? A single variable है ना? एक ही variable है ना? अरे बच्चा, sleeping mode. Sleeping mode. Right. Come on. This is what? Multiple variables or one variable? One variable. It is not object. What is it? Variable. Then what is object? Either he object hai, idi object to. This is called what? Object. An object is a collection of multiple variables for storing multiple values. Sir, here where are variables, sir? You have to visualize. This is one variable. Okay, this is a second variable. So that is 3 na, sir. That 3 background blue color is there, no? That blue color is what? Variable. Can you see now? No. Can you visualize? Must. Okay, you have to visualize there is a background variable. In that variable 3 going on storing. It's like, I gave you one example. Remember tray. In the tray, you have glasses. Glasses are with water. With water, with drink, with, right. So what is that? Currently it is what? Empty. So all the six glasses are placed on the tray. Now that tray is nothing but open bracket, closed bracket. Visualize. The tray is nothing but open bracket, closed bracket. Let me give you the feeling. The tray is, this is a handle by open bracket, closed bracket. This is the tray. Feeling? You hold the tray. In the tray, what are there? Glasses. You want the glasses feeling? Okay, glass. First glass. Then what? Second glass. Third glass. Fourth glass. Glassmate. Okay, na? These are the 5 glasses. You have to visualize. Now, in those glasses, now the drink is you are pouring, right? So that is nothing but what? Values you are storing. So, what is an array? An array is a collection of multiple variables of same type. Are you getting the memory diagram feeling now? So, what is this? This is not an object. It is what? Variable. What is this? This is object. Now, shall I ask a question? Now tell me. You place the tray there and glasses you have placed on it and you pour the drink also. Then you are telling to tray, go. Go to hall and distribute the glasses to the guests. Will it go automatically? No. What do you require? Come on. What do you require? Our hands required, right? Your hands required. Your hand holding that tray and started moving. Whenever your hand is moving, along with your hand, the tray also moving, no? Along with the tray, glasses also moving, no? Along with the glasses, drink also moving. Then going on distributing. You take tray. You take which glass? First glass, next, second glass, third glass, fourth glass, fifth glass. Every glass has a number, na? Now, if you watch, movies or serials, one villain wanted to kidnap hero or heroine. Okay. So then tell me, in that drink some, what do you call it as some medicine kind of thing added to make them to faint, no? That glass, one special mark will be there. Carefully, that marked glass only making sure to go to the particular person whom we want to kidnap. That means what? Every glass has some mark. Tell me, what is that mark here? Here also there is a mark. That mark is nothing but we call index number. What we call? Index number. Every variable inside array object, every variable contains what? Index number. The index number starts with what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then immediate question from online student. Sir, why with 0, sir? Understand my point? Offline students, very nice people, will follow me whatever nonsense I am saying. But online students are having ready. You write one statement, I will ask a question. I'll disturb the class. Okay? Sir, why start with 0? Should I now disturb the class and go to why 0? Is it that much $1 million question? No. So in the coming classes, I will cover. Okay. Follow me along with me. Don't raise unnecessary questions. If you got the question that disturb the flow, hold that question. End of the class I ask. If it required, I will explain. Otherwise, I will cover in the next coming classes. All people understand that? So why array index starts with 0? I will tell you later. Not now. Okay. Now, finally, hope you got clarity. How to create an array? Look at the syntax and tell me, how can you create an array? By using data type. Which data type? Either by using primitive data type or by using class name. Class name is also a data type. That is the next coming example we are going to discuss. So which type of values you wanted to store, which type of class objects you wanted to store, that data type you must use for creating array. Is my sentence clear? Which data type I must use depending on what type of values you wanted to store. I wanted to store integers. Then array. Array means what? Square bracket. You must create array by using which data type? Int. I want to store floating point numbers. Then I should create array by using floater. Double, by using double. Next, now I wanted to store characters. Then I should create array by using char. So that means what? Int array, double array, char array. I want to store multiple strings, my name, your name, all our names. Then I should create array by using which type? String. Already gave you introduction to the string. Okay, we have to create by using what? String. Is a string a primitive data type keyword or class name? Class name. So before square bracket you should add what? String. I will give you example on that string also, don't worry. At this minute just you try to remember it. So finally tell me, what is the syntax for creating array? How can we create array? To create array I must use what syntax here? Data type, square bracket, following by object or variable name? Variable name, not a object. Object is always available which side? Right side of the assignment operator. Left side only what will be there? Variable. Equal to, what you write now here? Flower bracket, semicolon, value 1, comma, value 2, comma, value 3, comma, dot, dot, dot. Like this, you can write a number of values. Samajh mein aaya? Also, we can write, what is this data type here you have used? Primitive data type. What is the meaning of PDT? If you use a primitive data type, what R will come here? Values. If I use here referenced data type, what is the meaning of reference data type? Class name. If I use reference data type here what will come? Value or objects? Reference data type value is nothing but what? Object. Object 1, and then what? Object 2, and then object 3, like this. Samajh mein aaya? Right? So don't try to confuse. You just accept. Acha, if I create an array by using primitive data type, in the flower bracket I should mention what? Values. If I create array by using reference data type meant for creating array. Meant for creating object. Object is meant for storing multiple values background. So now here object 1, object 2, object 3 I should create. Understand? Continuation, writer. An array is created. An array is created by using a data type. This data type can be a primitive data type or can be a reference data type. Syntax. An array can be created. An array can be created but in 3 ways. An array can be created in 3 ways. This is okay. Let me first give you syntax 1. Syntax 1. Data type, square bracket, variable name equal to new data type, square bracket, size. I didn't explain, I'll explain you. Okay, I didn't explain this syntax, I will explain. It's little complex. That's why I didn't explain this. Here, what is this data type? Either primitive data type or can be reference data type. Primitive data type or reference data type. Next, syntax number 2. Syntax number 2 with a new keyword of flower bracket. Flower bracket. Can you please look at here? Do you have values in this array? No. Do you have values in the second syntax? Yes. Okay, if you are confusing, you can also write here primitive data type. Primitive data type. Instead of one syntax, you can write also reference data type, reference data type. Next, syntax number 3 is a combination of both. Syntax number 3 is the combination of both. What will come here? New primitive data type square bracket. Look at their no size. New reference data type. No size. Both combination. Completed? Okay, this first syntax and third syntax, you don't have knowledge at this stage. First, we will work with the program on this first syntax. After got clarity on first syntax, I'll take you, after you got clarity on the second syntax, I'll take you to what? First syntax. Then you will get clarity when to use first and when to use second. Then I'll go forward. Third syntax also. All three syntaxes we are going step by step. So these are simple to understand now. Okay. Now look at here. Right on below program shows. One second. We must choose a data type. We must choose data type in creating array. Based on the type of values and based on the type of objects we need to store as one group. For storing integers, we must choose int to create array. Are you writing on? As int array. For storing floating point values, we must choose what double to create an array as double array. Two examples sufficient. Completed? Let us see one time online people what they are doing. Next. So up to now clear? Now next write down. Below program explains creating an array object for storing 5 integers as one group. Five integers as one group. Write down this code. Now tell me what happened here in this line. So what is this? This is called, what is called? Int array variable. Write down, underline that and write down that point. All people are feeling it is an object. It is not an object. It is a variable. Array variable. In academics, you were taught wrongly. It is not object. It is a variable. Then where is object? Right side. This is object. There are two objects, class object and array object. This is array object. And now, all the people remember variable memory diagram and all? So now, let's try to understand the memory diagram, what happened here. Okay, na? Now tell me. Here, int array A, what is this? It is a variable. Variable means what is the memory diagram? A box. Am I right? Okay, instead of A, can you please write it as IA? IA meaning what? Int array. Int array. Okay. IA I am taking. Now it is a variable. Variable means what? Just a box. Listen carefully for 2 minutes, please. What is this? This open bracket, closed bracket. It is a variable or it is a what do you call object? Object. It is a object. Now, object is generally represented as what? Circle. Object memory represented as circle. Now, there are so many people are there. I want to take some 10 people out of this. Then what we will say, I will use my hand and say, you 10 people come here. Yes or no? Using my hand, I am creating a circle to represent group. That group of people you come. Right? So that means what? A hand will be circled, right? So generally a group is represented by one circle. Tell me, this circle is what? It is also a memory. The circle is also a memory. Okay. Now, this memory is meant for grouping the variables. Okay. This circle is meant for grouping the variables. Now those variables are created from some one address. Inside a RAM, this is a RAM. This RAM memory is divided like this. Okay. This RAM memory is divided like this. Somewhere at some point now the variable memory construction, creation, allocation will be started. Okay. Assume that it is started from here. Are you following? Then how many variables you asked to create? 5. First variable. Then next variable. And then what? Next variable. And then what? Next variable. Sir, why size is increasing, sir? Exact, and you want to create like this? Oh, okay. Total how many variables? 5 variables. Now, first variable. And then what? Second variable. Third variable. Fourth variable. Confusion masters understood? Now, all these 4 variables memory created in zigzag location or continuation location? Okay. Now, there will be a one memory address for the first variable. This variable also contain memory. Background memory will be there. But we no need to consider its memory. Okay. But internal, whenever creating multiple variables, we need to consider memory. Now, the first variable memory, I am considering as address will be an integer number. Okay. Address will be represented as a one integer number. Can I take 1? Yeah. Can I take 2? Yes. Can I take 4? Yes. Can I take 5? Yes. Single digit number you can choose. Can I choose 2 digit number 2, 4, 4, 5, 5? Yes. Can I choose 4 digit number 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes. Now I am choosing some my favorite number, easy pronunciation number, easy calculation number 1010. Any objection? No. Objection overruled. Okay. Now tell me, this 1010 address, starting address, this first variable memory location started. Then remaining locations also allocated in continuation memory means each variable will have some memory size. What is the size? Depending on the data type I have used. What type of variables? All these 4 variables are int type. Are you catching my point? Array is a collection of variables of same type. Which type? The type using which we created an array. I am telling to compiler I want to create int type 4 variables. That is what I mean 5 variables. That's what I told. Then JVM has created int type 5 variables in the continuation memory. That means the next memory address what, sir? 10. Bola. 14. Next 10. 18. The next 10, 22. Correct? Correct? Next memory is what? 10, 22, 26. You no need to remember the next address location. Just only you need to remember one. First memory address. That first memory address will be considered as this array address. Hello? All people understand? Array simple, Baba. You take your apartment. Apartment has so many floors, na? Each floor contains so many flats, na? Tell me, each flat contains their own address? No, right? Either, okay, let's say 100 people are living in one apartment. All these, 100 people or 100 flats are there. All these 100 flats, address is what? Same. The main door address. Understand? Now, the delivery boy, okay, the courier boy is coming to your main door address by taking that 1-2-3-4-5 something. Then from there standing and look at, oh my God, there are so many flats are there. I came to the main address. From this main address, I should go into the particular flat. Then he look at the that mail address. Then he will say down flat number 101. Hello. The main address of this apartment is what? 1010. Then inside this apartment, I have what? Flats. First flat, second flat, third flat. Then each flat should have its own address number, na? Below. That number is what? Online students, what are you doing? Sleeping, huh? Only you will ask questions, huh? You don't answer to my questions, huh? Worst fellows. Huh? Only you will be there to answer to ask your questions only. Who is that fellow? Divyansha? Akhil? You are asking me, so tell me once again what the difference between variable and object, but you don't answer to my questions. Reply. Sitting silently and watching like a movie, you will understand. Eh? Yes or no, I am not asking a worst fellow. Yes, who, no. Try to answer. What the 0 is called? Main address. Ni moho. 0 is not main address. This 1010 is main address. Nethermom is కూర్చుంటే అర్థం కాదు. ఓపెన్ నోరు ఓపెన్ చేసి మాట్లాడితే అర్థమై సచ్చిదేదన్న. తెలుగేనా? అఖిల్. Akhil means Telugu. I can understood. That's why I'm scolding in Telugu. 0. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now tell me. This circle is called what? How to pronounce square bracket? Array object. It is called what? Array object. Then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 called what? What? Whose index? Array? Array object index? No. What these memories, these boxes are called? Array locations. They are not called variables. Try to understand this point. They are called what? Array locations. Don't write. Please remember what I am saying. I'll give time to write. What they are called what? Array locations. What the meaning of location? Memory location. Shortcut what we call locations. Array memory locations. Now, why I am not calling this dabba as a variable? Why I call this dabba as a variable? If you want to call something as a variable, it should have what? Name. So, a named memory location is called what? Variable. So, tell me, it is also memory location, but it has a name or no name? No name. That's why we don't call it as variable. All you people understand? So, now this box is called what? Location, memory location. Whose memory location? Array. Now, this 0, 1, 2, 3 are called what? Array indexes, array location indexes. Excellent. It is called what? Array locations indexes. Array location indexes start from where? 0. You have to remember all this terminology. Okay. Now let me remove this diagram. Now tell me, what this 1010 is called? Address, the main address of the object. The main address is nothing but the address of the first location in the array. Listen carefully. In C language, you call it as what? Address. But in Java, we don't call it as address. We call it as reference. Sir, why you call reference? Sir, I don't understand. Remember, tell me. In Hindi, you call mango. In Hindi, you call mango. No, moving head. In Hindi, what you call? In Telugu? Okay. Now, language to language, the word is changing or not? Same way, in C language, this 1010 is called what? Address. In Java, we call it as what? Reference. Whose reference? Array. What is that array? Object. Array object reference. So, hope you understand now the terminology. So total there are 3 words are there around the circle. Number 1, array object. That entire circle and the locations, everything that the memory, the diagram is called what? Object. Second, internal locations are called just memory location. Each location contain identity number. That identity number is called what? Index. And then now every object will contain what? One base address. That base address in Java called what? Reference. Up to now comfortable? Right. Then next, after array object is created, now the values will be stored here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are what? Values. They are not indexes. Next, tell me. Now these locations are what type of locations? Int memory locations of what type? Every variable should have a data type, na? Of what type? Of, come on, of int type. Why of int type? Why of int type? Because you created an array by using which type? Int. That's why locations are also what? Int type. All people understand? Can you please try to answer my questions? In array, I mean, if you want to store multiple values as a group by using array, how many memories I have to create? 2 memories. Number 1, variable memory. Number 2, what? Object memory. Assignment operator, left side is what? Variable. Right side is what? Object. Left side variable IA is used for storing values or storing object? Storing object. Right side object is meant for storing values. If you want to store values, for each value, separate memory location should be allotted. Na? This classroom is meant for storing students or chairs? Chairs. For storing students actually. So this classroom is meant for storing what? Students. Can I ask students come and store directly? No. You need to require what? The space for you to come and sit here. For that we require what? Chair. Now tell me, this classroom is what now? Array, circle, right? In that circle, each chair is nothing but what? Location. In that location, each value is nothing but student. Everyone understand? And tell me, now this object outside we have a one address. Have you seen on the floor? I mean, on the wall, on top of the wall, you have first floor. Hello? That first floor is nothing but reference 1010. Reference 1010. Now, who is holding this first floor 1010? Outside admin. Yes or no? Who is admin here? Variable. IA. Now what is this classroom? Array object. In that array object, each variable is nothing but what? Locations. Okay. In each chair, student is what? Object. Values. Hope you all understand. This entire room is technically called array object. Now onwards, whenever I say object, you must visualize a circle with internal variables. Inside each variable, internal value. Okay, na? Right. Then finally, this array object, I want to take from one place to another place. For that, I need to store its reference in my hand, na? I want to take the tray from one place to another place. I have to take the tray into my hand, na? That hand is nothing but what? IA. Hello, all people understand? Now, inside this IA, now this assignment operator now storing what value? The reference of the object. What is that? 1010. So tell me totally how many parts are there execution? 3 parts. Number 1, variable. Number 2, object. And number 3, storing that reference inside that array object. Samajh mein aaya? Now the 1010 will store inside IA. I don't want to store. First you draw memory, then finally I'll store. Otherwise, what you do? No, left to right, you will copy. IA, box, 1010, arrow mark. Write down. Clearly write down, one by one. Have you all mentioned array variable, array object background? Now draw memory clearly. So try to speak yourself slowly. Completed. Then next, finally, what happened? The 1010 will be stored in IA pointing to it. So now here you write first variable memory created, second object is created, third the reference of the object is stored. Can you please try to speak once again? In a referenced data type, working with reference data type, how many memories creating? 2. Number 1, variable memory. Number 2, object memory. Inside object, again, internally variables will be there. Okay, na? Next. After, in a array object creation totally, how many steps of execution there? 3 steps. Number 1, variable creation. Number 2, object creation. Number 3, storing reference inside variable pointing to the object. Okay, na? Now, do you have bag? Bag, please. Now tell me. All the people have bag? Online students, I am showing bag here. You also feel your bag. Okay, na? Tell me now. What are you doing now at home? You are taking your bag and then, now open zip now and then adding what? Books. Now this bag is nothing but what? Empty. Okay, now carefully observe. This bag is nothing but this array object. Okay, na? This handle is nothing but what? This handle is nothing but what? Variable. Okay? This handle is stitched to this bag, no? That stitching is nothing but reference to arrow mark. Okay, na? Then now at home, what are you doing now? Open the bag and placing all the books, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, na? Then close the bag. Closed, na? After closing bag, what are you doing? Now, bag holding and going. No, what are you doing now? Handle. Now handle you are taking on your shoulder and style walking on the road, right? When the handle is coming along with you, bag also coming, na? Yes. Along with the bag, internal books also coming, na? Yes. Samajh mein aaya? Yes. Really? Yes. Today onwards, what are you taking to the school? So, from your room to the classroom? Bag. If we say bag, I will beat you using bag, okay? What are you taking? Variable. Whenever you hold the bag, you should say what? Object. Whenever you hold the handle is what you should say. Okay, variable. That variable and this bag stitched. What is that? Reference. Oh, wonderful. Now hand variable I hold. Variable with the help of reference holding what? Object. Hey, along with me object also coming. Right? Inside object what is there? They all at 10:55. Huh? Inside bag what is there? Books are there. Along with me books also coming. Okay, na? After coming to the classroom, what are you doing now? You open the bag and then started taking the books and started writing. Na? That means once array object you created, once you store values inside it, once you take from one place to another place, that another place, you are reading the values from the object. Na? And you are modifying the values available in object. Na? That's what we have to learn in tomorrow class. Actually, today only I should complete because of system problem. It become late. Okay. So can you give me tomorrow sometime what to work on continuation topic? Why you give? I will take automatically. Na? Right. So up to now, will you practice and come this memory diagram? Okay. In your rough notes, try to create an array object to store 5 floating point values and draw memory and come. Will you practice this? Yes. How much time it will take to practice? 5 minutes. Totally, I want you spend 15 to 20 minutes today in your room. You must by heart. 1 minute, don't go. You must by heart this entire array definition. Tomorrow I'll ask, individual I'll ask, array, tell me what is array definition, what is array, and tell me what the use of array. Then next time how to create array, how many syntaxes are there to create array, what is the first syntax, what is the second syntax, what is the third syntax. Okay, and tell me one example how to create array for storing integers. Then what is the memory in an array object creation, how many parts are there. Now how many memory is creating, how many steps are executing. Okay, here what happened, here what happened, here what happened. Everything individually I'll ask tomorrow. Ready to? Yes. Tomorrow is first 15 minutes is not a class. I am the interviewer. You are the candidate come to interview. Shall we play that role? Yes. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night.